Folks, Black Bull Markets have 10 merch packs to give away to clients who sign up before the end of the year, including one of these trader keys. So to go in the draw, all you need to do is sign up with the link below this video or in the podcast description, and you'll go in the draw to win. It's that simple. And remember, folks, when you sign up to Black Bull Markets through the Trading Nut link below, you're going to get a 100% deposit bonus up to $1,000 on your first deposit. All you need to do is click the link in the description below the video or the podcast.
That would help for trading nut people. I wasn't presented on the stage. Oh well. Yeah, running the stream can be a pain when you're trying to like trade as well. So I'm doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best. All right, so we're gonna just wait and see as well. I'm gonna see if this one can be the fake out, the opposite of yesterday's move. So we had a big Asian session. Price came up to an area. I gave the fake out, and wrongly I was still bullish yesterday. So did take a loss in here. That's fine. Price pushed down. This time we had an Asian session in the other way, responding to those comments from the ECB speakers. And now we've had the fake out with the German session. So I've given this one a go and just to see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, doesn't work out. Always risk is managed. Okay. Risk is always not one result ever going to affect my day. Not one day is going to affect my week. Not 1 week's going to affect my month. Okay, so let's just see where it goes from here. If it breaks underneath this area, then I'm not going to entertain anything until price shows at least some sort of rejection. I'd have to see some form of structure break before I can look for longs again. Because if we're breaking underneath this, I can't spot really any area to the left where that will catch price. So if it's breaking under here, it's going to be a longer wait. But I'm hoping that we can just do the clean fake out and then correct this whole Asian session move again. Sound good? Hopefully we get a little bit of starting earlier than expected, than usual, just because the market has been moving a bit earlier than this London Open. So I got a little earlier, so I'm a little bit more tired. And it's a little bit more darker, so this is waiting for the sun to come up. Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, thanks for confirming. Yeah, it was my mistake. So one of my tin hat theories that I've got about this a German fake out here is we've got the fake out from a lovely area, lovely technical area for it to fake out from. I was hoping that was going to break and continue. But I guess it was just start of the week as well. Set themselves up for better price points. But this fake out, I'm sure that you've got that Holzman and Nagel had that speech planned. I'm sure there's a little bit of hint, nudge, nudge going on to the people in the know or the people that capitalize on these markets that they were going to talk about, be hawkish with their cuts or bring in a hawkish tone, which led to prior information coming in for them to act on. They are always ahead of us when it comes to like knowing the news. Oh, Dave, you're in the. Right, I'll send it to you, mate. All right. What about you guys in the Zoom? What are your thoughts today? Morning, Marin. Hey, Daniel. Bearish, but long-term bullish. Hi, Locke. Daniel hesitated on the fake out. So people want to see a deeper push before they go long. George bullish today. Yeah. Are you in the trade already, George? Or are you waiting for the London Open? Mm-hmm. Oh, Dad, did you? I saw you said you took that around here somewhere. Hey, Peter. G'day. You as well, Chris? Cool. Where am I from? From at the moment, I'm in the UK, but I'm from Australia. Peter did the same as you. David got. Oh yeah. Joey's saying about the daily. Yeah, I don't really put in like this is pretty sideways to me, so I'm not really looking into it too much. But I really do like this level. So I didn't actually have to do anything when I came to the charts because all my levels from yesterday were still in. This is the imbalance candle where we did get a little reaction from it. We've got the New York low, which is liquidity, and then we've got the London low just over to the left over here. So if I look closer, because we never quite got to the London low. So in this 30-minute, if I look at this in low time frames, some people treat the last bearish candle before an up move as an area of interest. So if we were running something like that, one from the body, one from the head to top, this is just going to see where price reacted from. Yeah. So we still haven't got the London low from that one, but we've got the New York low. Price has given this nice little fake out. It's just doing the exact opposite of what yesterday did, which is what I was hoping for. Can I advise on leading indicators for FX? Actually, I recently started learning order flow, but it's taking much time. Price action is the most leading indicator. I don't love the leading indicators like your divergence ones that try to predict. I don't use myself. So I find if you can get good at highlighting your zones, they're going to be the areas really should just be patient enough to wait for price to be at the area that you want to trade from, and then trade from it. You know, trust your zones. If you're into fundamentals, read up about fundamentals. If you're not, then at least focus on zone work. All right. Oh, okay, so you're waiting for. What's going on, Mary? Already took liquidity from a low, but not on that platform. Oh, you're waiting for it to take the low, but you've seen that it broke the low on mine, did you? Oh, why didn't you put it underneath the London low? Is it just do you give a set stop loss? It's over here. Yeah, that's frustrating. All right, come on, German, just push. Oh yeah, good one. Me too. I tapped on H1 FVG, but I think price has gone higher to 580. Yeah, let's watch this with interest. This here is the structure using the candle bodies. Probably refine it a little bit more. So on the hour, these are the wicks. On the 15-minute, you can see the bodies, but on the hour, these are the wicks. So if we can get a closure above 1565, then we should be able to go to 16585. If we can get a closure above this in this gray zone. So out of interest, let's watch this. Or is it going to reject from this hour structure? I think my chances of getting a coffee today are pretty slim. Oh, up here. Is that where you drew? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd love to see it correct this whole move. I'd love to see it just do the complete opposite of yesterday. Oh, thanks, Andre. Appreciate that. Hit the likes, people. Thank you very much. Thanks for reminding me. Much appreciated, buddy. Low volume, probably high. I think today would be good volume. Hey, Tom. Okay, we're getting into Asian 50% now. So let's see how the Asian 50% holds up. So where is it? It is this little red line, 16,577. So this is, was that Rob? Oh, I did it. on yours. Maybe some broker differences. It's only 2 pips away, so it's pretty much the same level. Did it? What's going on in my charts? Or did I measure wrong? No, measured right. Depends if you're using this candle or not. If it doesn't have that wick, because it's very early in the open, if it's measuring like this, then it's touched to the pip. Yeah. If you don't have that wick, depends if you've got that wick or not. Yeah, okay, that's the difference then. Right. Oh yeah. Well, it did hit that one. Come on. If we get something to close inside of here, we can continue higher. Yeah, but because this is the structure, we need to close inside of it. We're just testing it. And if it's testing it without closing, that's going to make it a bit more difficult for price to travel up there. There's no news again today in this session. All the news has been done already. We've got German ZU economic sentiment. Oh, we've got the Davos meeting today as well, which is all day. So maybe there's some headlines that come out of that. I think that's today. Yeah. Oh, day 2 still going. So WEF, World Economic Forum annual meetings. And then this German economic sentiment, some people have it as no or minimal impact, and then some other news sources have it as high impact. So I'm not really sure, but it's at 10 o'clock anyways, so we'll be well done before then. Other than that, it's just the pound news that's already come and gone, and then we've got Canadian CPI and you've got USD Empire State Index later on for New York session. So nothing really here. So what's going to be the catalyst now for price to move? Are they going to have a headline? So I saw the Hong Kong stock market was crashing with this property sector. BOE rate bets steady after UK data. 134 basis points of cuts priced in. That's a lot, isn't it? It's a heck of a lot. Okay, 4 minutes until we get the next burst of volume entering the market. Let's see what London's got for us. Yeah, so 30-minute candle. Hopefully it closes. I really want to see it close. I think I believe if it closed inside it, which I think the chance of it closing inside of here now pretty low. If it did, I think it would blast. But if it's closing down here, it's really wishy-washy now. But because we didn't quite take out that London low, that being right there, could see a world where it takes that London liquidity. I don't really want to see that happen, but I wouldn't mind seeing like for price to continue pushing up, seeing like a bit of a seller's trap come in, price looking like it's going to push down, threaten sells, and then just quickly reverse again. And then if we start creating that, if that happens and we quickly reverse again, we're starting to create this like bullish structure. We're starting to break through some of these resistances. Sorry about that line, but not very straight. And then we can actually fill this. I think if we can fill this area, then I think we've got Asian high just there for liquidity. And we can actually extend this daily up a little bit more. So we'll just need some volume to do that. So let's see if London can bring that. Ah, bloody German. Yeah, last 5 minutes, eh? They get so invested in the result. Yeah. Do you want to share that? Oh, that's what you drew before, connecting the sessions. Cool. That gap is when, yeah, that's when the market closes for an hour. So that's the gap's not on everyone. That's just a Pepperstone thing when they're doing their accounting for this one. Yep. Makes sense. All right, 20 seconds. Then we've got London open. All right, this is it. So straight down. Thank you, London. Okay, so they've taken, it's pretty much taken the London low from over to the left now, pretty much. Oh, it's got a tiny little bit further. Now it has. Yeah, there we go. Now it took London low. Well, London took out my trade, that little pre-London runner. Not runner, sorry. It was in full position at break even. Let's sweep that. Now, let's see if, oh, you've TP'd already. Nice one, Lee Left Hand. So we swept that London low now, picked up liquidity. If we get a liquidity candle, we're going up again. Well, there's a good chance we're going up again. I had a couple of imbalanced candles, took a 6 hour and a 4 hour doji as well. So this candle, so you see this guy. We know dojis are liquidity. So this candle, 6 hour doji. It's a 4 hour doji as well. Fat body doji right here. And I got the London low. So is London just doing a sweep? Only problem is like this area, I don't have, if we can actually break underneath this area, there's nothing really to hold price. So I really just want to see this end up as a wick and then push back up. And then on the lower time frames, see this look like an engulfing candle, a liquidity candle, just some bullish thing with a long wick, assuming that that wick contains the volume that it's swept in from here. But London did me dirty on that one, on that runner. So it was sitting like 50 pips nearly. I didn't do anything about it. Got in from, where was he? 5 minutes. Like down in here. Oh well. It's just got this clean range here. Can we see? At the moment, it's looking too bearish to jump into anything. And I'm not keen to jump in for sells just because of my personal bias. But if other people have a sell bias, then that's all good. Yeah, if it's going to continue going lower than the next zone, that I'm actually, I don't want to take a trade unless we're actually sweeping liquidity, which just doesn't look like a sweep at the moment. If we're breaking and closing underneath here, I've got nothing to do until at least we take this area. And then by that stage, if we're pushing down, I really need to see something that's convincing before I can actually start executing and putting risk on. Oh, look at NAS. My alerts on NAS are going off as well. Yeah, these traders are really repricing their expectations for rate cuts. So we're so extended. There's a long way it can drop. So don't hold on to, if it's not working out, don't hold on to losses. Oh, Dan. Yeah, why is it so cold, man? It's cold and dark. Oh, there we are. We're at the green zone. Oh, you took the sells. Good one. What's my maximum risk? Maximum risk would be, most of the time, I'm literally risking small because I'm adding positions, that's why I'm focusing on adding positions. So one position would be like in the quarters to 0.4%. And then I try add onto that. Maximum I try have on any position would be like 3%. Unless I make a mistake and put on too much. But it's usually pretty small. Then you have good risk reward. Yeah, the risk reward's good. Yeah. Like unless I scale out. That's the problem that I find is when it's running, like I'm trying to work on like scaling in and adding more to make the winners worth a lot more. But when I've got like, if I get a good position and it just runs, then I do scale out as well, which does impact the risk reward. So kind of depends on how I'm feeling for the day, how I'm feeling for the week. Like start of the week, I'm usually much more risk reverse, just because like I like to reset, and at the end of each week, I like to reset my account so that I start the week conservative and then sort of add risk on from there. And I hadn't had a losing start to a week in ages, but yesterday I started with a loss. So at the moment, today, my thoughts were just going in like maybe one or two positions and then trying to let them run longer rather than scaling out. But you've got to find consistency and in how you find consistency and peace with how you want to manage your trades. And I've got a fair bit of peace in how I manage my stuff. Like, I understand that trade management is not perfect for every situation. Like some scale, in this case, I wish I would have scaled out rather than just move to break even. But then there's days on NAS the other day. No, it was on German the other day when I entered into a sell up here and I scaled out down here. And no, I scaled out and then I closed full. And I wish I held. So you're gonna have regret. No matter what you do in trading, there's going to be some element of regret that you just got to deal with. Understand that's nothing. You're not going to have a perfect system. Leader only had a 1-to-1 set up, so my TP was around London low. Looking at how price moved down, could have set it 2-to-1. Really hard to predict that type of move. London has London's been a bit of a wild card when it opens. Yeah, I know. So today, Asian session was bearish, and then London gapped down, no top wick, then just drove down. Friday, Asian session was bullish. Like it opened here, closed here. So the Asian session was bullish. London session opened no bottom wick, it just went straight up. So Monday it did that. Tuesday, sorry, not Monday. Friday it did that. Yesterday, Asian session was bullish. That's what I wanted it to do. It did the opposite. And then today, it did what it did on Friday. Bloody sneaky, these guys. Well, it's in the zone. I really like this zone. Am I doing funded account with Blue Guardian? Yeah, I've got. It's been a bit of a pain, but flicking between the accounts, I thought it was going to be easy just managing accounts with a copy trader from my main account, but it didn't work with the lot size differences and the price differences. It was rejecting orders or it was accepting orders, but it wasn't passing the lot sizes on correctly. So then you're trying to do two accounts, trying to trade in and you got to log it, you got to install, you got MetaTrader open both places. So trying to actually focus on both was, I felt like I was just spending more time on one than the other, rather than trying to trade both accounts effectively. So I've been focusing on it, but then also focusing on my own personal account as well. Otherwise, you spend so much time. Like I spent with my Forex ones getting funded with them, spent ages getting funded with them, and then they went and shut down. And it was like it was about a month and like 6 weeks just wasted. Talking while trading is also difficult. Yeah, bloody hell, it's difficult. But I got used to it. MFF, yeah, my Forex ones. So I spent July. I was away. I had a bit of holidays last year, but then I spent quite a bit of time focused on the prop account and trading my personal account. Then I came back and started spending more time and trying to get more funding with my Forex funds. So I actually just thought in July, I was like, I'm going to really dedicate doing that. And that's when they went bust. So then in August, just went back to my own accounts, and it's so much nicer trading your own account. So much more free, and like just being able to withdraw whenever you want as well. Not worrying about drawdown. Like there's been a couple of times. Actually last week. I was saying how there was a move and I put a trade on personal account, and then I was a bit distracted because I was trying to quickly. I saw the trade go and I had the charts up, but I was carrying my daughter. She's only 4 months, so I put a trade on the phone. Put the trade on personal account. Went straight like logged into the prop account, and then just because it was moving, I wanted to get in. Just bought and didn't think about the lot sizes. And that lot sizes, more or less, they count to the same size. So I didn't even think about it, but the lot size is calculated with a factor of 10 difference. So I ended up putting risk on the prop account 10 times too much. So I had to close that trade pretty quickly because it was like almost an instant 3% loss. I did that earlier at the start as well. So that kind of just annoys me. Really annoys me when I do things like that. Reason why you're asking, from South Africa, but not sure which funded firm to go with, but I've heard a lot about Blue Guardian. Well, they're sponsoring Trading Nuts channel. So I don't want to talk about other prop accounts because of his channel. But I guess the one thing I'm going to say is know what you're trading first. The thing, like I trade German 40 every morning, and Blue Guardian hasn't got good spreads for German 40, so it makes this a lot more difficult. So the other spreads for the other things are better, but if you trade in German 40 specifically, it's not the best one. But other than that, I haven't had any issues with them. Joey, you hit the sell button based on your analysis and BB, but to be honest, it isn't really as comfortable as looking for the. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, the sells made sense to take, given the reaction that we've had from up here, the fake out, the sell off, the comments from the ECB. Forget about New York session because that was bank holiday. Then Asian session continuing that sell off. So the sells made sense. This move here I was anticipating because you would have said up here as well. The buys made sense, but it was at a zone of interest, and then German did the fake out, and then it fooled me yesterday. And then this one, I thought I'll give this a go based on what happened yesterday, that this could be a fake out. Just held it too long. Price came down. London's a real wild card. No, it's still going, Manny, that account. Yeah, it's still going. Use Trade Manager Assistant and Smart Copy Local for MT4. It's worked pretty well. Yeah, cool. Thanks for that suggestion. I was using the FX Blue trade copier, and it's worked really well. But that was when I was testing it out with Pepperstone and IC markets across them. And like most of the time, I'm just using Pepperstone, and it's fine for that. It's just when I went from a couple different brokers where they calculate the lot sizes differently, and they've got like price being quite significantly different. Like IC markets and Pepperstone were like, the price here is only a few points out, but the price of this now, to give you an idea, this with Blue Guardian is about 14 points different, 14 pips different, not points, pips. So sometimes they trade copy or saying, hey, are you sure you want to take that? Because price is not at that level. So that was where I was running an issue. So I'm not sure if it is. I think there's settings you can override that and then say just send an execution. But it was just something I had to work out. But appreciate the suggestion. I didn't think it was an issue until I found it. Nazim, you can find setups in any pair, but you focus more on US 30. Love the price action. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, the US 30 spreads are fine. They're good for it. US 30 is a beast. I'll catch Joey. Okay, so far this green zone is holding nicely. What platform am I using? For the trades or what this is? George. Yeah. Spreads half of it, and it's half the it's double the volatility as well. Just using MetaTrader. 5. MetaTrader 5. All right, so I've got a 3-minute liquidity candle. 2 of them now. We've got a lovely bit of liquidity swept. Like I reckon that it's picked up enough liquidity that if liquidity goes from one point to another point, and this is a good level. Hopefully we could push all the way up. Hopefully. MetaTrader's okay. Yeah, MetaTrader's good. Once you get the hang of it, it's simple. It's simple and basic, but it's good. So at the moment with it making lower lows, lower highs, I just want to see some sign of a failure. I'll time it to when I'm in the trade. If it's doing something I don't like, I'll go get a coffee at that stage. I can tell I'm not going to give it that. Sarah's not too happy with me today. Well, last night anyway. Let's just make sure I've just gone back to 5th of January just to explore. This is that green zone. Just to explore what happened price action wise. Because while it's like what current price is doing, it's still doing this. So I want to see like what area is going to reverse from. So this green zone, I believe, was drawn more on the 30-minute. Or was it the 1 hour? 30-minute or 1 hour? 30-minute. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I've got that black one here. Good point. Thank you. Now we've got on the 1 hour, we've got these lovely rejection wicks. 50% on that wick is just a little bit under the monthly level. Yeah, plenty of good reasons to like this level. It just depends whether there's enough of, if they're repricing out rate cuts, and I don't think they are. I really just think this is a liquidity grab, dipping lower. I could be wrong, but until there's talk of them trying to talk the market down so that there's not going to be so many rate hikes, because there's a huge discrepancy between what the ECB, the BOE, and the Fed. Yeah, I've seen that, mate. There's a huge discrepancy in what these guys are saying for rate cuts for 2024 and what the market are pricing in. Okay, the market are pricing in up to, like, let's say, I mean, just generalizing, let's say 130 plus points of rate cuts. So that's 1.3%. They're pricing at minimum. These guys are saying that's a little bit far-fetched. It's more like 0.75%. So the market up here is probably pricing in like that full amount, and 0.75, if that's true, it's probably down here somewhere. And the market right now is somewhere in between. So any clues and any signs of new information that comes into the market that suggests that there's going to be more than what the banks are saying is going to be bullish for price action. Anything that comes in and there's going to mainly just be the Fed speakers, like these bank speakers, that try to talk the market down, will have a bearish effect. So they've already had those comments. So they've had an effect from those speakers. Is now price going to be settling in because it's back down to a lovely price point of interest for buyers to step back in? I think so. So we've got the zones: London low, New York low. We've got this zone, lovely zone from down here, where price sort of, this is where we've retested, we've consolidated, we broke above monthly levels. It's swept below all these lows. And now we've got liquidity candles forming. We've got a structure break now. We've had, because this 3-minute one, it was after this one. Oops, come on. This one and this one. They're your grabs. Just wanted to see some sign of failure to continue making new lows for that buying pressure to come back in. Let's see. Really don't want to see price leaving this area. If we're going on breaking underneath here, I mean, they've got those wicks that are a little bit lower, but I don't want to see anything. Let's say I don't want to see anything strongly close below 16,450. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to really reassess what's going on. But as long as we're getting fake outs from here, I'm comfortable to give buyers a go. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, I am. When these 3 minutes and 5 minutes, we're closing strong. See if this level can hold. So we're interested to see how this closes. They say a general rule of thumb, more for the US markets, is the presence of a Santa rally is usually a good omen for January. But then the first 5 days makes up the January. Like if the first 5 days are really good, then the January has a really high probability of being a good one. If January's good, that's usually a good sign that the year will be good. So the market really gave us, like, on for the US markets, when you look at like S&P and NAS, the first 5 days, well, the first 3 days of the year, here, Tuesday, first 3 days had that, like we had the Santa rally to end December. And then we had the first 3 days of the trading year, price really sell off. And then the 5th day, it recovered a lot of the losses. So it wasn't really convincing on how January will form, given the first 5 trading days. Then it recovered, and it was only just shy of the high again. But now it's looking like it's pulling back again. So when January closes, it should give a pretty good idea for the rest of the year. Until then, it's a bit bumpy while you're still getting like these people still coming back from like end of year holidays and waiting for the liquidity to really return. So it's definitely a good idea to not ruin your month. by just trading in these early stages, because the market can be a bit inconsistent, a bit choppy. Okay, 4 minute close, nice. At the moment now, this is your range. This is your range. So I'm going to look to add a position if we can close outside of this. To me, this is my range now. If we close to the downside here, then yeah, it's going to make it really tricky to keep on looking for trades. But if we close the upside, we've already had that first reaction that Glenn's pointing out with your Asian low. But if we can close back above here now, outside of this little range, back into this Asian low, then I think we're going to extend the London high. First structure, yeah, this is first structure based on this time frame. So if we can close inside of that, then I think we've got another good 50 pips to the upside. So that's the game plan. We'll add on the closure outside of here. All right. So my YouTube people on my channel, stay on. Zoom people, obviously stay on. We'll continue watching this. Trading Nut people on Trading Nut stream. I'm going to close that stream down. I've been going for over an hour now. I need that screen back. So I'm going to close that one down. So if you want to continue watching, my YouTube channel is HaydosFx. Boring name on YouTube. All right. Only if you're watching on the Trading Nut channel. That's when I'm going to close that one down. Okay, bye.